Following program contains adult content, language, and maybe triggers. The material contained may be offensive to some people, while the content may potentially be appealing to others. It is intended for older audiences. It may not be suitable for anyone under the age of 17. Listener discretion is advised. You need to be accountable for your own actions as we are of ours. We do not feel that we're going to be responsible for any thoughts, feelings, and or actions you have before, during, and or after listening to our show. This show is for entertaining, sometimes educational purposes. Yeah, about that. We encourage you to do the proper research for yourself on things you hear about on this show. The things that come out of my mouth do not represent the views and or opinions of any entities whatsoever to which I have been, am, or will be affiliated with. I am capable of thinking on my own, and we encourage you to do the same. If you are offended by anything that I say, feel free to think it through and go fuck yourself. Oh, were we harsh? That should show you that this show is clearly not for the pussy willows out there. So therefore, deal with it. All aboard! Only certain people have tickets to this train because it requires the ability to enjoy yourself, understand, and listen. So, for those of you with tickets, please have your tickets in hand and gather all your belongings. You are now boarding the crazy train! This is In Your Face. I'm your hostess with the mostest, Dixie's very own little darling, the female bitch of the South, Rebel Meddler. Thanks for boarding the train wherever you are tuned into. Go ahead, find your seats. We are starting this interactive ride. You can contact us on social media platforms. If you are listening live, thanks for joining us. Feel free to contact us so you can voice your opinions, speak your mind, put information out there, or just call in and talk. I like to shoot the shit and I welcome controversy. Bring it! If you got the stones, that is. God, goddess, family, friends, and everyone listening, please forgive me for anything and everything that's about to come out of my mouth. I say this before the show because I know me, and quite frankly, I am a bitch.
Don't fuck with me, fellas! This ain't my first time at the rodeo.
Oh, it sorta flippin' hell isn't. Oh, if you are shocked by anything I say, then obviously I don't care. So, wow, I know, different, isn't it? It is. All right, so let's see where the ride takes us today. Why don't we? Today's program is brought to you by Country Corners Gazette and a few other people who at this moment want to remain anonymous. I can understand why. I get it. I totally get it. So, wow. Yep, I moved away from the mic. It's all good. Oh man. What can you do? Well, I can tell you what you do. You just check on a few things. Oops, wrong button. Don't you hate that? No, I'm not. I'm actually not multitasking. I made sure to not be multitasking at this very moment. Stop. Okay, my God. Oh my goodness gracious sakes alive. Oh, look at that. I'm repeating on myself. That's myself, so no one worry about that. That's just me. Me. How many of you have forgotten to do that lately? Ha 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 ha. All right, so welcome to today's show. That's right. Hope you are all doing well. Today we have things to talk about that we didn't get to last week because we did jibber jab. That's right. But I'm not going to give you the title of the show just yet. Today's show. Last week was jibber jab, but today I'm not going to give you the title. You may figure it out as we go along. Okay, so let's jump right into our first story we're doing on the show today. This one is from our In the News, Give an Inch, Take a Mile. Ooh, what? That sounds familiar. Common Sense God Gave a Jackass, Something to Think About, and opinion segments of the show. Oh my. Oh, cute puppy. Oh, there's snow in the UK. Awesome. That looks fun. Anyway, so this first one. Every mom I know is exhausted. Celebrities, activists call on President Biden to pay moms for unseen and unpaid labor. Oh, God, they didn't. Oh, no. All right. A coalition of celebrities and advocates took out a full-page ad. Boy, I guess they could have sent that money to add into this fund they want to give out. In the New York Times on, that day they did it, calling on President Joe Biden to establish what they call a Marshall Plan for moms during his first 100 days in office. Now, this may seem strange, wouldn't you think? I think it does. Some of this is mine, some of this is theirs. The proposed plan includes implementing a short-term monthly stipend to pay moms. In other words, let's just pay you. Anyway. To pay moms for their unseen and unpaid labor, which has increased for many during this pandemic. In addition to the short-term little bit of money they want to give moms, the plan includes passing long overdue policies like paid family leave, affordable child care, and pay equality. These things should be in place to begin with in all places. Oh, okay. I won't. No, I'm going to behave myself. Yeah. Okay. I'm trying to rein it in here, folks. Anyway, bitter? No. 50 prominent women signed the ad stating, every mom I know is exhausted. When schools closed, women became teachers, nannies, tech support, cooks. They just became this? Oh, please. Everything, all while working full-time jobs. Okay. Now I have to go on record and say, this is what most mothers do. So there are some women that are not programmed correctly and don't know these things. Some women figure it out as they go along. Some just not good at all about it, but it is what they do. This is what moms do, people. This is not just because this is not a new thing that just came about. Mothers have been doing this for the end of time, since the beginning of time, okay? And they will continue to do it till the end of time, except those who are bad moms and don't give a damn, and all of this. We just covered that in the category. So many women left their jobs completely. They are leaving the workforce at 4 times the rate of men. It's a national crisis. Okay. A pandemic didn't cause this. This has been going on, but let's use this pandemic to throw a little light on it, okay? They leave their jobs because it is easier most of the time to get paid when they get paid less than men in the house. Men don't want to deal with the kids most of the time. Some don't have a man in the house, so they have to leave work to take care of the kids. Things are not easy, people. Surely no one goes on into having kids thinking all unforeseen crap out there that is beyond your control, okay? Hell, I don't think people would have kids if that was the case, Like, oh my God, this is going to happen. I can't have kids because this could happen. No. Okay. They're calling on Biden to implement a 360-degree plan that gets women back to work that includes basic income, paid leave, retraining programs, school opening plans, and more. Reactions on social media have been mostly positive, with several calling it a great plan and some saying this is long overdue. I say it's long overdue. This should be in place. This should have been in place all this time. It should be in place in general. A single mom on Twitter wrote, for once, mothers can obtain stability while having, I can talk today, sustainability. What is that? Sorry, just had to put my finger down my throat to get something off my tongue. Oh, the things I say. Anyway, another Twitter user wrote, I am so happy to see this support for recognizing and what the fuck is that word? I don't know. Women's unpaid work. Okay. Oh, I just want to jump in there and say a comment, but they won't let me. So, what has surged in this pandemic? Again, women have been doing this from the dawn of time. Okay, y'all just recognizing this shit now? Give me a break. However, some argue that the plan should be more inclusive. One Twitter user wrote, make it for caregivers of all kinds, including stay-at-home fathers and grandparents. Another Twitter user wrote that while he's for expanding certain programs and stuff for further equality, he calls an economic program payment based on gender sexist, adding, there are plenty of men who lost their jobs too, and there are plenty of different family situations that your plan does not account for. Oh, Ooh, this goes to the fact that you can't please all the people all the freaking time. I do agree. There are so many different family dynamics. So yes, everyone should be included, so no one is left out. Yet maybe there's a better way of doing this. Maybe we stop looking for the government to give money for what we need to take care of ourselves, and maybe if we restructure the government so that they're not fucking us out of money, we wouldn't need, to be in dire straits, and we would not need a program for people to get money. Yeah, I went there, okay? Why should we not fix what is broke? Handing out money that should have been in your pocket to begin with is not the answer. Keeping your money earned in your pocket is the long-term solution. All right. With the ad, they're hoping to appeal to the president directly, and are calling for his administration to to research and implement a Marshall Plan for moms. The truth is, we know that the president cares about moms. Well, we've all heard he seems to sniff kids, but that is not what we're talking about here. He understands the impact and blah, 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 and it then went on and on. You just rather need to see it bigger. You need to see the bigger picture. This drives me nuts that it goes to this extreme. Calling it what it is, a crisis that affects mothers. We can't change this, okay? We can, actually. You are right. You can't change what you don't see, and you need to see the bigger picture. We need to change the way things are done and the way we look at things, okay? And that comes to play with most of the stuff. How is it that, I'm sorry, there's always more than one side of the story, okay? That's what this one said, that's what this one said, and that's what actually happened. So there's basically at least three. But seriously, when you go into certain things, you shouldn't be expecting, this is going to be the outcome. No, and no. So you need to change your way of thinking. If businesses and the government and everything else would have things in place, you wouldn't be looking for handouts and stuff like that. When you put yourself in these positions, accountability, people, accountability. Oh, yes. Yes, indeed. I really don't see how anything can change. They have programs in place to help give people a hand up. There's nothing wrong with that. But when you're trying to live on these systems and ride it out, it comes a time when you have to say, okay, it's not being done properly. Businesses should have ways that you can work things out. You should have paid time off. You should have to back up to where you can spend time with your kids. Businesses, companies should have these implements in place so that they won't have it. And it shouldn't only be for women, because no, there are many different structures in families. It should be for anybody. Okay? You put in your time, most of the time, way more than, you devote to your life. So therefore, you should have a balance. It shouldn't be like this. And if anybody in the government wants to, feel free to contact me. I can give you some freaking ideas. But, it's all good. Most of the time, what I say, nobody listens. It falls on deaf ears. So, what the fuck? Who gives a rat's ass, right? Yeah, okay. Well, or even better, other people like to listen and then say that they thought about it all on their freaking own, yet you've been telling them for, as long as you've been saying it. So, therefore, just think about it. Put some thought into it. And again, the money they spent on that ad, they probably could have put towards the program themselves. And if they were so gung-ho about all of this, taking an ad, I can take out a fucking billboard and I can put something on it. But therefore, that money I spent on a billboard would have been better spent doing it somewhere else. Okay, just saying. Lots of other things to do. Lots and lots and lots. Okay, with that said, let's see if I can step off my soapbox yet. Hey, all right, this next hint is from our Things to Think About, Get Her Done, Accountability, Words of Wisdom, and In the Know segment of our show. Woohoo! 2020 forms, 1099's changed. What? Are you ready? Start planning now. Oh. Let's see. Well, it's that time of year again. Tax season. And yeah, nobody freaking goes woo 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 for tax season. Well, I can't say that. Some people get money back. Anyway, Strange the thought that popped in my head. What? I didn't write a list. Oh, yes, I did actually. That's right. When I hear tax season, you guys ever know, seen that thing where Bugs and Daffy, duck season, rabbit season, duck season, rabbit season. Nobody goes, tax season, tax season, tax. Yeah, no. I got that stuck in your head now, huh? Yes, I hope it sticks with you all day long. Duck season, rabbit season, duck season, rabbit season. Keep thinking about it. I know if you guys have ever seen the cartoon, I do watch cartoons. Yes, I do. You'll see Bugs and Daffy pulling the pages down. They're tacked to a tree, and it says, duck season, rabbit season, duck season, rabbit season. And of course, you know Bugs, he likes to switch it up, and he'll pull one and says, rabbit season, and Daffy says, duck season, and they end with that. Yeah! Gary, I know it's embedded in your head now. That's it. That's right. I know. I do it on purpose. So, now, tax forms should be in your hands by now. Okay? By now. I know that there's a lot of people that probably don't have them yet, but they should be in your hands by now. Make sure you have been checking your mail and get all your papers in order. Many changes for the new 2020 forms. 1099s are likely going to come up for some or others, okay? Different organizations do different things different ways, but all your tax forms should be, exactly, tax season, rabbit season, tax season, rabbit season. Thank you for putting there. It was in my head, but that is going to stick with everybody. Rabbit season, duck season. Okay, so the most significant changes on the Form 1099 in 2020 is the breakout of the NEC Form Box 7 of Form 1099 Miscellaneous. Its own Form 1099 NEC. What? That's right. NEC still includes payments of $600 or more for services of non-employees and attorneys, but these types of payments will now be reported in Box 1 of the new 2020 Form 1099 NEC. As such, starting with the 2020 forms, an organization should not report NEC on Form 1099 Miscellaneous. Okay? Boy, oh boy. Payments of $600 or more for rent, prizes, and awards, gross proceedings to attorneys, certain medical and health care payments, and royalties over $10 should be reported on 1099 Miscellaneous. Please note that the 2020 Forms 1099 Miscellaneous has been modified according to eliminate the input of the dollar amount in Box 7. In addition, please note that many of the other Form 1099 Miscellaneous box numbers have been rearranged. What? I know. These changes on the Form 1099 have corresponding filing deadlines. The 2020 Form 1099 NEC is due to both recipient and the IRS by February 1st. We've passed that deadline, folks, so if you have not received it, start calling people. Regardless of whether filing electronic or by paper, the 2020 Form 1099 Miscellaneous is also due to recipients by February 1st, 2021. However, these forms are due to the IRS by March 1st, 2021 for paper filing and by March 31st, 2021 for electronic filing. The IRS also modified their threshold for required electronic filing of most information returns, such as Forms W-2 and 1099. The threshold remains a 250 or more form filed for the tax year 2020, but drops to 100 forms in tax year 2021 and 10 forms in tax year 2022. And that's your tax lesson for today. What? Yes, indeed. Oh, wow. So what have we covered so far? I don't know. Did you? Do you know? Okay, this next... No, I don't drink. I'm naturally like this. I am not on anything either, so yeah. Could you imagine? Oh, I might be a little bit happier, but no! Anyway, this next clip is from our Yummy Eats and Tasty Treats segment of our show. What? No-bake Oreo cheesecake. What? Ooh, sounds yummy. Let's see the recipe for no-bake Oreo cheesecake. You'll need 1.5 cups of heavy whipping cream, 8 ounces of cream cheese, 1/2 cup of powdered sugar, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, 18, make sure you know. Oops, let me check these. You know the Muffin Man? I do know the Muffin Man, but right now we're talking about the Cheesecake Man. Anyway, so you'll need 18 Oreo cookies, 1/2 cup of chocolate chips. Oh, goodness, that sounds a lot sweet. A teaspoon of milk, just a teaspoon, and 1/2 cup of sweetened whipped cream. For the recipe and more, visit Miss in the Kitchen. But let's see how to make the no-bake Oreo cheesecake. So I gave you the ingredients just now. So, how to make no-bake Oreo cheesecake. You crush 12 of the 18 Oreo cookies in a food processor or place in a Ziploc bag and pound the fuck out of it. No, that's not how I do this. You just smash them and crumble them up with a rolling pin or whatever you choose to bang them with. You add the whipped cream to the mixing bowl and beat it. And that was a song, yes. Anyway, until stiff peaks form. You beat it until stiff peaks form. Stop it. This is not wrong for room. You gotta squeeze it in there a little bit at the time. Squeeze, beat it, whatever. Anyway, and then you refrigerate. After softened, you get it up to, you beat it until it stiff peaks and then you soften. No, stop. Okay, quit. And add softened cream cheese to the mixer bowl and beat it until creamy. I swear, these recipes are so fun. You're going to beat it until the cream what? Oh, no. This does have an adult warning to it. Add powdered sugar and vanilla and mix until combined. Fold in whipped cream until well combined. Spoon 1 teaspoon of Oreo crumbs into 6 serving glasses or bowls. Fold the remainder of the Oreo crumbs into cheesecake mixture. Spoon mixture over Oreo crumbs into serving glasses. Garnish with a dollop of sweetened whipped cream or whipped topping. Mix 1/2 cup of chocolate chips and 1 teaspoon of milk together. That doesn't seem ratio proportionate, but okay. Together in a microwave-safe bowl. Microwave for 30 seconds and stir until chocolate is melted and smooth. Repeat in 15-second intervals until chocolate is smooth. Drizzle over whipped cream and add the whole Oreo cookie for a garnish. Refrigerate for 30 minutes or until ready to serve. Oh, did that get you wanting dessert? All right, so this next segment is so good. We want to the last segment was so good. We want to share another one with y'all. So this next slice comes from the Yummy Eats and Tasty Treats segment of our show. What is this? Oh, it is. It can serve 6 people. So say no-bake peanut butter cheesecake. What? Oh, yes, that's right. Well, we did the Oreo cheesecake. We might as well do the peanut butter. Your chocolate's in my peanut butter. No, stop it. That's a no commercial. Just saying. Anyway, no-bake peanut butter cheesecake is a super easy and delicious dessert for any occasion. This quick dessert comes together in just 5, that's right, I said 5 minutes with only 5 ingredients. What? Okay, prep time 5 minutes, additional time 4 hours. Oh, they lied to us. Total time 4 hours and 5 minutes. Ingredients you will need for this one: 8 ounces of sour cream, softened. 1/2 cup of peanut butter, 1/2 cup of powdered sugar, 8 ounces of whipped topping, divided. You'll also need 24 mini Reese's peanut butter cups. You'll divide them for use. Okay, well, let's see. Oh, y'all wanted to make this small, didn't ya? So instructions: add softened cream cheese, peanut butter, and powdered sugar to a mixing bowl and beat it until creamy, scraping down the sides. Oh, stop it. Anyway, add 3/4 of the whipped topping and beat until combined. Chop 18 of the mini peanut butter cups into fourths. That's going to make them even smaller. Anyway, so spoon filling into a piping bag or a Ziploc bag and just, kind of snip off the thing to make it a makeshift one. And pipe into individual glasses or bowls. Layer with chopped peanut butter cups. Ooh, yeah. Top each dessert with the remaining whipped topping and a whole mini peanut butter cup. Look at that. And then you refrigerate it for 4 hours and serve when ready. Oh, man, what is that crap? They make you wait. You gotta make it, and then you gotta wait 4 hours to eat it? God, that's just torture, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. This next one comes from our advice, opinion, relationship advice, get her done, and something to think about segments of our show. Give her dick. What? Dates, intimacy, consistency, and kisses. Oh. Not sure dessert should come before or after this. All right, so if you haven't figured it out by now, the title of today's show is Money, Taxes, Dessert, and Dick Plus. Oh, what? Have you dicked her lately? Yeah, I do. I went there. It is an adult-rated show. People, give me a freaking break. Just let the dick hang out. I swear. Dates, intimacy, consistency, and kisses. That was a good one. That was good. I do think that totally came together. So hopefully you guys are getting just a rip-roaring laugh out of this. What? Poor detective, I ain't went nowhere. So, all right. So now that we gave you money, taxes, desserts, and dick, let's see what the plus holds for us. What? Yeah. All right. It's February. So here's our gardening checklist for February. All right. So it's time to plant the new roses and move old roses I don't know about all of that. I don't have a green thumb. I managed to kill every fucking thing. I was doing an experiment with... No, it wasn't an experiment. It was just the poor things lost their lives. Y'all all have seen Seymour and... Oh! Seymour and who? What was the other one's name? Who? Audrey. Yeah, y'all seen Seymour and Audrey. Y'all can go back and look in... Where did I post them? Go look back in the Facebook pictures. I'm sure they're in there. I'm sure they're in Twitter. You can also find them on my Instagram stuff. Seymour and Audrey both died. Seymour too died as well. Then what did I do? Oh, Seymour obviously was Venus flytrap, and Audrey was... I forgot. Oh, I should know, but I don't. Anyway, so we went and started some air plants. Like, you can virtually not kill these. Wrong answer! I managed to do it! I don't know why. I should be, banned from looking at freaking living plant stuff, okay? Because that's just harsh. I have no green thumb anymore. I can't grow shit from Shinola, motherfuckers. I really can't. So, I will continue the gardening checklist because I know Country Corners Gazette wanted us to do this, and we're not. I hope that you guys can grow things. I hope this lack of green thumb isn't contagious. But for you plant new roses and move the old roses after February 15th. Start herb seeds indoors. Prune evergreens and hydrangeas. Set out dogwood, magnolia, holly, and I don't know, no, I don't even know what those are. Oh, but you know who could tell us? Where's Google Translate? Where's my friend? Oh, y'all know we haven't had Google Translate. And oh, yes, we will get back to the word of the day. Just not today because we ain't doing it. Okay, sorry. All right, so Google Translate is going to translate this word for me. I know it's a work in progress. Photinia. Speak it for me. It apparently comes from Polish. What is this?
Photinia.
Photinia. I've never even heard of a Photinia.
Photinia.
Okay, and that was it in Polish, apparently. Okay, what is it in Vietnamese?
Photinia.
Still sounds the same. How about Thai?
Photinia.
Still sounds the same. So in English we have
Photinia.
Photinia. Okay, well thank you, Google Translate. And hey, welcome. So, it's time to set out the dogwood, magnolia, holly, and photinias. Plant broccoli, cauliflower, onions, English peas, kale, carrots, collards, and beets. Ooh, yay! Gotta have a wide variety. You spray the garden with dormant spray. Okay, first of all, make sure that's all healthy crap. Don't be using all that poisonous shit because it's bad for you. And what else? Plant. Oh, Lord, these words. This is why I don't have a green thumb. I've heard of this one. Nasturtiums? I don't remember. I already put away Google Translate. Pansies, sweet William, snapdragon, and English daisies. Nasturtiums? I don't know. We'll get it. I ain't going to Google Translate again because it takes too much to do it. I know the effort that I don't exude. Yeah. Well, that comes to us from the Mississippi State University Extension. Thank you, guys. Thank you all very, very much. Oh, and by the way, Give Her Dick came from Bella Up Lingerie. Thank you all for participating. Okay, so what else is in our plus section today? Let's see what we can get to. During the Great Depression, Al Capone started one of the first soup kitchens called Free Soup Coffee and Donuts for the Unemployed. Capone's Soup Kitchen served breakfast, lunch, and dinner for an average of 2,200 Chicagoans every day. Chicagoans. I don't know. How did people in Chicago? Okay, there you go. Wow, what didn't you know? Okay, this next one here, crockpot bow tie casserole. Don't lose this. Ooh, yummy. And will we be making these on What's in Rebel's Pot? No, maybe. You never know. I don't know what's on the menu there. Oh, that's a different one. That's what's on the menu. No, what's in Rebel's Pot? I don't know if we're going to make these, but we might. It might sound yummy. I don't know. So crockpot bow tie casserole. Your ingredients. You'll need 1.5 pounds of lean ground beef, 1 onion chopped, 1 clove of garlic minced, 1 15-ounce can of tomato sauce, 1 15-ounce can of stewed tomatoes. I like the Rotel. Absolutely, I like the Rotel. Spicy. Anyway, 1 teaspoon of oregano, 1 teaspoon of Italian seasonings, salt and pepper to taste, 10 ounces of frozen spinach, thawed. You can use fresh spinach. I probably suggest that one. 16-ounce bow tie pasta cooked, 1/2 cup of Parmesan cheese shredded, and 1/2 cup of mozzarella cheese shredded. And the directions are, well, you brown the ground beef with onion and garlic. Put in a crock pot, and I have to say this, do not put the crock pot or pressure cooker or any of those things on and leave the house. It is dangerous. There's your public service announcement for today. Anyway, you put it in the crock pot, add the sauce, tomatoes, and seasoning, cook for 6 to 7 hours on low. Did I make it adjustable? I can, if we do it on What's in Rebel's Pot, it would be adjusted to stovetop cooking, not in a crock pot. Just saying. Anyway, so no, I can't give you the changes right now. It kind of has to be in progress. Anyway, and the last 4 ingredients during the last 30 minutes of cooking, and turn the crock pot to high. That's to help the cheese melt. Add fresh spinach, pasta, Parmesan, and 1/2 cup of mozzarella and mix well. Add the last 1/2 cup of mozzarella to melt on top. Ooh, yummy. It does look good. I might make that one, but again, it's going to be adjusted to something that can be cooked on a stove because I don't do crock pots. Okay. Here's a good tip for you. Boobs prove that men can focus on 2 things at once. Yes. Yes, they can. Well, isn't that lovely? Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. So, if you find yourself having to tiptoe around others, you're not walking amongst your tribe. Oh, what in the world? What a plus to leave us with. We are approaching the end of the show. So, let's talk about this. If you find yourself having to tiptoe around others, you're not walking amongst your tribe. Well, that's true. If you find you have to put up a guard, and you know what the best part is? When you first meet people, you probably don't feel this. Well, first of all, if you first meet people and you feel that you're not meshing with them, walk away. Don't take it any further. If you find yourself in a situation, what is the number for the takeaway, please? Oh, for the for the takeout order. Well, that number will be given later. Thank you very much. Where were we? I forgot. Damn. I'm sorry. Okay. So if you first meet someone and you feel uneasy about them, walk away. That's just your instinct telling you that, hey, that's the first guard you need to come up with. Now, if you don't feel that way, if you think you mesh with somebody right off the bat and, you take it further, things might work out. But if you find yourself tiptoeing around when anyone's around, when these people are around you, then you should start getting the hint. That is yourself telling you that this might not be a good mesh up. Okay? Now, let's make sure that other people aren't tainting what you're feeling inside, because there are some godforsaken assholes out there that will stir the shit pot. Well, guess what? If you're gonna stir the shit pot, you ought to be ready to lick the fucking spoon. Okay? So, therefore, make sure that your feelings are not tainted by other people. And by all means, it could happen. People are just evil and vicious, and when things are working smoothly, that person has to get in and fuck shit up. Oh yes, I went there. Yeah, because some people thrive on other people's misery. Some people thrive on other people just not getting ahead. But when you start to realize you are tiptoeing around this, then you realize that you probably don't even belong there. You probably don't even belong dealing with it. Now, you're wondering, some people stick around and it's almost like self-sabotage or torture. Hey, that's coming up next week, I think. Ah, ha, ha. Yes, indeed. A little spoiler alert. Why don't we? Seriously, though, if you're uneasy and uncomfortable, don't keep torturing yourself. Just grab another ticket and ride the train out, okay? You don't have to be uncomfortable around people. Now, there are some people that'll tell you facts about things. Honest to truly goodness facts about things. Because they like to give you a heads up on stuff. Not trying to taint your opinion or anything, but they've probably lived through it for some time and wanted to warn you not to let it happen to you. Now, if you do the warning, be sure to come at it with honesty and accountability. Make sure your judgment's not clouded when you're warning people. If you are heeding the warning, like somebody's giving you this warning, you should probably listen, but investigate for yourself, because that's just what we encourage you to do. Make sure you know for yourself. Now, for the person that's being told on, when they find out, especially if they're a narcissist, they might start lashing out at the person who's giving the advice so you don't deal with it, okay? See, here's that 3-party thing. Okay, somebody's trying to give you advice. You should do the research on what you're being told and not let things happen to you the same way these people are warning you about. And then you have to watch for the person who's going to sit there and say, oh, the person giving the advice is just this, and this, and blah, 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 can't give any references to a goddamn thing. And, you just need to see where things go. If you're walking on tiptoes around things, realize it's not your tribe to be in, and take yourself out of the picture. I know you've been sticking around in the picture for all the time because you have other people in the tribe that you do get along with, okay? Now, here's the deal. Just because you get along with some people in the tribe don't mean you're going to get along with everybody. But it is what it is. And facts are facts no matter how you state it. If the fact happens to be a negatory thing, fix the problem. But don't just assume that there's only one negative in the bunch when it keeps on happening. That's just so terrible. You need to protect yourself. That's the first and foremost thing you need to do. And when you can protect yourself, then you'll know that you're better off. Most definitely. You can't always know what to do, but you definitely need to find out what you're doing. Amazingly enough. Oh, wait, what? There we go. Sorry. I did it again. Oops, wrong button. What? Okay, so let's just give you a brief recap on today's show. Money, taxes, desserts, and dick plus. What? What was y'all's favorite part of that show? The money, the taxes, the dessert, the dick, or the plus? Oh, wow. We look forward to hearing from you guys about this. Okay, we did give y'all some pretty decent desserts. We gave y'all some tax information. Rabbit season, duck season, rabbit season, duck season, rabbit season, duck season. That's right. It's always going to wind up on duck season. It's always an unfortunate turn of events, isn't it? Yes, it is. Okay, so, wow. Death and taxes. No, that's not it. It's money, taxes, desserts, dick, and... Oh, sorry. Let's make sure we say it right. Somebody did this on purpose. Money, taxes, dessert, and dick plus. What? Oh, yeah. We hope you have enjoyed the show today. That takeout number, well, we'll have to probably freeze it. It doesn't travel well overseas. Well, we'll just see. I'm glad he's happy. You love it. Absolutely. Thank you guys for being here. That takeaway number. Oh, well, no, we just can't. We can't order at this time. Yeah. It's all good. And a barrel of monkeys. What? Yep. Yes, indeed. All right, folks. Hope you guys have had time. We did the show. We recapped. Thank you. We recapped the show. And once again, today's show was titled Money, Taxes, Dessert, and Dick Plus. You can find these ingredients and instructions on my Facebook page. I'm sure everything we talked about was posted once upon a time. And remember, men can focus on two things at once. Boobs prove it. Gotta love it. Oopsie. All right. On that note, all these years we've ended the show with chow babies for the most part. Well, we know there's a lot of crap out there to deal with. So, we want to add a bit of wisdom for you to remember. So here goes. Please grant yourself the serenity to deal with stupid people the way they are, the courage to maintain your self-control when dealing with stupid, and the wisdom to know that if you act on those emotions that result from dealing with stupid people, you could go to jail. Later, y'all!